What's up, everybody? My name is Anthony Galavis. It's a Friday afternoon on the day of the Raiders' mandatory rookie minicamp that happened today in Henderson, Nevada, at Raider headquarters, where tight end Brock Bowers, guard Jackson PowersJohnson, tackle DJ Glaze, quarterback Cameron Richardson took to stage today to meet with the media to discuss what it's like to join the Silver and Black. Out of all these guys, they're all great interviews. We all got to learn a lot from them, especially Jackson PowersJohnson. There was a point where he said, if you bite into the logo on the front, it's going to bless the name on the back. You Raider fans, you guys heard that from Max Crosby before. Max Crosby just, lights out on the field, off the field, and now I'm seeing a lot of people are talking about Jackson PowersJohnson, where they're on board with him. And this guy, he has the makings of being a superstar. Yeah, I'll say superstar because this guy, everything you wanted to hear today, you heard. You wanted to hear from him, and he had said all the right things. I really believe that's going to translate into success for him. I'm going out on a limb right here saying this. In fact, I say he's going to be a starter. Excuse me. And, he's one of those guys that, at first you're like, okay, so what about that pick? Why did they choose him? Well, his history speaks for itself in Oregon. He played well. Everything that he did for the Ducks just helped that team to the next level. But with him joining the Raiders, it's a great selection by the Raiders, and you see it true and thin today when he was talking on the podium. Just I'm sure many of you watched the press conference. You guys enjoy the press conference. You guys kind of want to see how they go against veterans like Max Crosby. But Jackson PowersJohnson, though, he just talked about how he was never stressed. I mean, it was a new opportunity for him to get selected by the Raiders. They also mentioned they talk about him being a leader in Oregon, and now you come in as a rookie, and basically he just said just be quiet and try to earn the trust of guys. That's what you want to hear from a guy like Jackson PowersJohnson. Because you can see the way he talks, he's already learning a lot from Antonio Pierce, Raiders head coach. And that bodes well for all these other rookies besides Jackson PowersJohnson. And a question was posed to Jackson PowersJohnson, what does this game of football mean to you? And he said, it means everything to me. I got into this game for pretty much my mental health. I was a big chubby kid growing up, and I got bullied, and my baseball coach was like, you can't hit those guys and not get in trouble. And that's kind of how I got into it. And ever since then, I think my physicality and violence has kind of turned into more protection. So, he felt like it was humbling for him to go through that situation. And for him to admit that says a lot about him. All you Raider fans should be excited for Jackson PowersJohnson joining the Silver and Black to protect whoever quarterback it is, whether it be Aiden O'Connell, who I think will be the day one starter, or Gardner Minshew. But Jackson PowersJohnson, for him to admit that, kudos to him because, we all grew up in school, whether we were bullied or not. We always find a type of, how you said, at some point during the school, we all struggle. And whether it be bullied or picked on or whatever it may be, we always find a way to get through it. And Jackson PowersJohnson found a way to get to it by playing football. So, and another thing that he followed up with, somebody asked, once you started hitting people, did the bullying stop at that point? He goes, no, excuse me, no, not as that much. I think they were just kids, but I was a lot more chiller of a person. I think teachers were like, oh, Jackson is just a little more quiet today. I was tired. And, so it was good, he said. But Another thing that was brought up today was Jackson Power Johnson is a lot has been made up of your Raiders fandom growing up. And somebody mentioned that there was a picture of the bedspread and she's growing up. What was it like to actually sleep in the building, put in the uniform, see the logo that you're wearing? And I touched on that earlier when he said if you buy into the logo on the front, it's going to bless the name on the back. Once his jersey comes out, you guys might want to race to the stores and get that because no, I don't know how many times. I don't know how many Raider stores are out there because in Fresno there's none. There used to be one at Fashion Fair. They got rid of that ever since they moved to Vegas, which I never agreed with. It was just kind of stupid, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of Raider fans in Fresno in the Central Valley. And another question was asked, have you felt that yet from kind of Raider Nation now that you're part of it? He said a little bit. Everyone's been really nice. I mean, really nice to my parents, to my family, and they're all good on social media. So, yeah, I say so. You guys are watching this, you should blow up his account and just root for him because, you know, I really believe he's going to be a day one starter. There's no doubt about that. He has the making, he has the tools to do all that. And another thing that kind of, excuse me, another thing that caught me, as I was interested in, is your 3 names. How did that come about? He said my stepdad came into my life, and when I was 3 years old, raised me my entire life. So I look like him, talk like him, and he's one that got me into sports, got me into football, baseball. My mom wasn't really a huge sports fan. Now she's probably one of the biggest. But he made a decision that when he was 78 years old, like, all right, he's my dad. I knew when I was 18 I was going to change my name. So Powers is my mom's maiden name, and Johnson is my stepdad's last name. And then his middle name is James, which is my dad's name. Just kind of hold tribute to. I mean, Jackson Power Johnson, if you're watching this, good job. You are a bright person. I wish I was there in Henderson to meet you, but you really do have the makings of being somebody who's special for the Raiders, and going beyond your rookie deal of being the silver and black. You showed me a lot today, and I'm sure a lot of people in Raider Nation are excited to have you. And I mean, it was a great. I was very interested in the whole press conference today, whether it be Jackson Power Johnson, Brock Bowers, all the other rookies, and so that was pretty good. I really enjoyed that press conference. Brock Bowers too, 13th overall pick for the Raiders. He's another guy who really gonna shine. I believe he's gonna just tear it apart. His first impression of the facility goes, it's awesome. It's everything you need. Don't really need to leave. I mean, we've all known that. A lot of people said about the Raiders facility. I've been there, and it's really, really nice. And, he's obviously excited to be there. I mean, why wouldn't you be? That guy could just, I just think he's going to wreak havoc too for the Raiders and get it going this coming year. So, we'll see what happens. But today was the first day of Raiders rookie minicamp. Finally, slowly but surely, we're all going to see the players back in the facility to leading up to June mandatory minicamp before they take a whole month break before they return and go to SoCal for training camp. So we'll talk more. But again, my name is Anthony Galaviz. Coming at you on a Friday afternoon. So, sorry for my cough. So I got a sudden cough now. I don't know what's up with that. But hit the like and subscribe button. Support me. Just want to keep this avenue going. I want to hear your feedback. I'd like to hear from you guys. Basically just respond or reply to the YouTube message. And any feedback is great. Really appreciate it. You guys have a good day.